What's up, superstars? Happy Friday and welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. Please like, subscribe, and share so we can share our gains with others. All right, we're going to start off with Trade the Chain, which takes sentiment from social media. And we can see that, funny enough, we've seen a big drop in Bitcoin. Well, actually went all the way down to 60K and it's on the rise now. But the daily sentiment is high. It's at 65 for Bitcoin, which is surprising to me after what happened. Essentially, on one of the exchanges, Binance US, there was a glitch in the code. And by the way, it's a centralized exchange. Glitch in the code, and Bitcoin's price went all the way down to $8,000 on their exchange. Now, not a big deal unless you had a stop, which means that if the price goes down below a certain number or two of that number, that means that you sold. So let's say Bitcoin went down to 30K and you decided, you know what, I don't want it to go below 25K. And then it went down to 30K and then went back up. And then you just forgot that you put the 25K stop in there. Well, with this glitch, you would have sold out. So let's see what Binance does about that. Ethereum is down to 53 for the sentiment. And for the bullish tokens, you got Engine, Sol, and Mana. Engine and Mana are both games. So notice that gaming's starting to pick up. We go through cycles. Sometimes it's layer ones, sometimes it's NFTs, sometimes it's gaming. Just notice the trends. Okay, let's get right into it. All right, so we're taking a look at the market insights and my trading update. So what's happening right now? This was actually from yesterday, and this is the picture that we took last night. So it hit a resistance line, and what happened was it came back down. Could have been for any number of reasons, but I personally think that it's got to do with some news out of China saying that there's an uptick in COVID cases, so they're shutting things down to a certain degree. But also that glitch that I was talking about in Binance. So there was a red candle down. I actually printed this last night, and it was looking good. But I put it up there because this is what you saw last night, and in the morning when you woke up, there was a candle down to 60. This is what we call a Tuesday in crypto. Happens all the time. But this is the money flow. It did hit resistance here, and we talked about this a few videos a day. You first put your money in from a central exchange, maybe you put it into Bitcoin, then you make some money, like over here. And then from there, you take it out and you move it into the large caps, like Litecoin or Cardano, Polkadot, basically any one of the top 10s. And then you have the mid caps, and then you have the low caps. This is the way the cycle goes. And then you take your money back out and you put it into Bitcoin. Some take it out and put it in fiat, whatever the case is. But this is the cycles that we go through. So just notice what happens. All right, so understanding altcoins. The best kept secret in trading is that far more money has been made buying new highs than any other type of strategy. And it's not even close. Now notice this guy's a trader, day trader, swing trader, whatever the case is. But what he's talking about is exactly this example we have over here with DOT. In this picture, you can see the chart. And the previous all-time high was right here at this resistance. And notice DOT is just about to peak out. Now, essentially what happens a lot in altcoins is once it hits that all-time high, now notice this is a resistance. It tried, it failed. It tried, it failed, it tried, it failed, came down, and now it's coming back up. So the point is, when it gets above this line, everybody's going to say, okay, it didn't fail. It's got no more resistance because this is an all-time high. It's got no more resistance after that point, and buy in. And that's exactly what this guy's talking about. He's saying that when it comes to crypto, and specifically altcoins, when it hits an all-time high, it usually jumps up after that, and it's the best trade out there. So notice that. All right, PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel says he underinvested in Bitcoin, okay? And he started buying this back in 2013. and now he's saying that he's underinvested. So just take notice. All right. So by the way, this is CryptosRUs. You'll see the link down below. I stopped following him a while ago, but one thing that I wanted to that he does follow is on-chain analysis and liquidations. He talks a lot about that. So I was in my trading, which we're going to get to later on. I expected Bitcoin to at least get to 70, and then some people get liquidated for whatever reason. Unfortunately, only got to 67. And then came back down. So I'll be in that trade longer than I expected. All right, good news. Houston Firefighters Pension Fund makes Bitcoin Ether purchase. So this is what we're talking about. These pension funds are hedging against the dollar. They try to make money, and now they're buying into it. Now, pension funds are huge. The numbers are in the trillions, and it's not just in the United States. Bitcoin is everywhere. So they have pension funds all over the world. So this is kind of leading the way. Big news. All right, so this is in from Token Metrics. Unfortunately, I can't share this video because they do a live stream and then they take it off of YouTube. So I have to do this analysis quickly. But these guys are amazing. If you can subscribe to that channel and try to catch their live, love these guys. The point is that Coin, this is Coinbase's stock ticker, COIN. So it came out the gates hard, and then a take a fall went sideways. And I love the term that Bill Noble always uses: the bigger the base, the higher in space. So this one's been going sideways for quite a long time. You got the ETF coming, and Coin is breaking out. It's only a matter of time. Coinbase is making all kinds of moves. And we went over it yesterday, actually, with, I believe it was the NBA, WNBA. All right, so if you're into traditional markets, take a look at that. This one I'm really excited about, Galaxy Digital. That's Mike Novogratz. Take a look at this wedge. Huge wedge. Again, bigger the base, higher in space. It's been going sideways for a while, but it's about to make a move. Now, when it comes to these wedges, if it breaks down underneath the line, it's going down. If it breaks above this trend line, what's going to happen is people are going to acknowledge that it's breaking the trend and it's going to go up. So just keep an eye on this, GLXY. All right, and here is DOT. So they're saying the next resistance line is 50 here for DOT. And that was my initial target for DOT in my trading series. But if it's already getting up to 50, by the end of this week, then I'm just going to sit out and wait for it to get through the first week in November, because November is right here, okay? And this is a daily chart. So, yeah, daily chart. So this is in November. We've got a good 15 days about. No, it's 9 days until the 31st, okay? And then another 5 days after that. November 11th is when the parachains take place. So I expect a big run up, and I see it hitting 50 by the end of this month, and then into that week. I'm hoping it's going to get between mid 50s and 60, but November 5th is when I'll be selling out of that position. Just FYI, not financial advice. And Sol is just on a tear. I think it's because it's got so much backing from institutions and big players and big money. They want this to succeed. So they were saying yesterday, next target's 201. Guess what? It already hit it. You know, I took this last night, didn't get to make the video. It's already at 200 today. And after that, they're talking about 237 is the next. So I might get into a trade depending on what's happening with my particular orders. And then you have Tesla. Okay, Tesla's, basically what they're saying is it's not going to slow down. What's going to happen is Tesla bought Bitcoin, and it's going to be coming out with its earnings, and they're going to see that Tesla made more off of Bitcoin than it did off of its entire car sales. Okay, so just watch out for that. Once the earnings come out, they're expecting a big pump out of that. So just be aware. All right, so let's go into what's been happening with my trading series. All right, so the price when I started out Bitcoin was 62.8. I was expecting it to get up to 70. I still think it's going to go back up to 70, so I'm just holding off on that one. Ethereum, I'm expecting to go to 45, and I could see that probably by next week. DOT, again, we just talked about that. I'm expecting it to go between 50 and 60, but really, this is, for me, it's going to be more of a date than it's going to be this number. November 5th, really, is what I'm going to wait for. Boston, let's take a look at that. Actually, I think I have Climb already pulled up, so let's take a look at that first. Yeah, Climb is already out or up. So I got into Clima. It was $2,045. I got into it, and now it's up to 27.40. And the market cap, oh yeah, that's right, market cap's not there. Actually, earlier it was at 32%, but I'm expecting a lot more from that. And if we go into where I staked it, I first started staking at 0.1956 here of the Clima. And remember how I told you it's rolling over at 32,000% APY. Now, the ROI for 5-day was at about 9.5%, so that's gone down, but still it's at 8.25% per week. Okay, so the money that I had there is just rolling over on top of the fact that I just gained 20% in the last 24 hours. Amazing. All right, so the other one was Boston. That's the one that has a lot coming up on the calendar. And I got into that, I believe it was 134. Yeah, 134. And it's at 136. It actually was up to, well, let's take a look at the chart. All right, well, it's not pulling up, but oh, there we go. Yeah, it got all the way up to 148 and then came back down. So that's what you can expect, but I wasn't planning on getting that within a couple of days. It's what it has coming out is coming out on the 31st and a little bit in November, and they have a lot going on. So I'm expecting the next week for that to pump. And then the last one was PKR Polker. And just to get an update for that, very, very small cap. So that one was the one we just looked at was 75 million. This one is only 9 million. Okay. And I remember specifically theirs was their test net was November 11th. So we still have a couple weeks for that. All right. So that was a quick update on everything that's going on. Post below, write some comments on if you are doing this trading series, paper trading, or if you decided to get anything at all, what you chose to get below and how they're going for you. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.